okay, we have pyruvate, and then it has to be converted into something called acetyl-CoA. So what do we notice here? Remember, pyruvate has 3 carbons, but acetyl-CoA has 2 carbons. So what is acetyl-CoA? What exactly is acetyl-CoA? What acetyl-CoA is, we have this 3-carbon pyruvate molecule, and this is what, again, in the previous slide we saw that pyruvate is converted to acetyl-CoA. So acetyl-CoA is actually 2 carbons. So pyruvate is converted to acetyl-CoA by releasing, so in the process, one of the products is carbon dioxide. But now you have attached these 2 carbons that are remaining to this something called coenzyme A. So the thing about acetyl-CoA, it anchors 2 carbons to coenzyme A, and actually coenzyme A is a lot bigger than I'm showing in this cartoon right here, but for simplicity's sake I'm representing it like this. So again, you went from pyruvate and broke it apart, and now you have carbon dioxide, and then you have acetyl-CoA, acetyl referring to these 2 carbons. And this is what you finally feed into the citric acid cycle, aka the Krebs cycle. And I know you probably have heard of this sometime during your high school or college career. Now, acetyl-CoA, let's talk about acetyl-CoA. So what exactly is acetyl-CoA? We see this S-CoA, but what is it? So CoA stands for coenzyme A. So it's not an enzyme itself, but it's actually something that helps enzymes. And this is the structure of acetyl-CoA. Do I want you to memorize the structure? No, not at this level. Again, most of you haven't had organic chemistry, or some of you haven't had chemistry. So don't worry about memorizing this structure itself, but this is showing you that CoA is a huge molecule. So why are you adding this huge molecule to this acetyl group? Well, the thing about this is, again, you have the 3 carbons from pyruvate, and then one of the carbons becomes carbon dioxide, but the other 2 are over here. Think about this part right here, the acetaldehyde group. It's actually very small. It's about the same or similar size as a carbon dioxide molecule. So think about the small molecules like carbon dioxide. Well, they're easily, carbon dioxide, remember that it's easily diffuses across cell membranes, released by tissues. So think about carbon dioxide, it's very hard for your cells to hold on to it. Whereas something like this, if this part, right, these 2 carbons were just by themselves, this acetaldehyde group, it would be very hard for your cells to hold on to it. So this coenzyme A actually helps your cells and enzymes to hold on to these 2 carbons from pyruvate. So I like to think of it this way. What do we have here? So acetyl is a very small molecule, and coenzyme A is a huge molecule. So by making it an overall big molecule, you make it easier for enzymes to grab onto it. Now, my friend likes to do jewelry. And the thing about working with jewelry is that you're working with these very small gems. And she doesn't work with it with her bare hands. Often what they do, I think they call it like a daub stick or a dap stick or something like that, or a dipstick. But what they do is take a little bit of wax, put it on a stick, and then use it to work with those gems. So they're not actually, or sometimes you use tweezers, use something bigger to actually hold on to that small gem instead of holding on to it with your bare hands. So think about your cells and enzymes. They have a hard time holding on to acetyl by itself, but if you actually have coenzyme A attached to it, it makes it overall a lot bigger, so it's easier for things to work with. So this is what acetyl-CoA is like. So you have acetyl groups, very hard for your cells to work with by themselves. By attaching it to a bigger molecule, it makes it a lot easier for your cells to work with this acetyl group.